All right. Another impromptu live stream. Oh, we'll just see if anyone is free to chat. Um, yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna like tweet out that I'm live. It's like if you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, oh well. All right, we got a couple people starting to come in. It's good. I feel like you could see the glare in my glasses. Can I like? Oh no, I can't. Okay. All right. Asmodeus Black gave some shirt emojis. Crystal Graham, AHS. Oh, Movies FN. Justin, LOL. Hey, Stefan. Hey, girl. I'm sorry that, again, I'm so inconsistent when it comes to my live streams, especially as of late, because I'm busy with editing videos, and I know, well, actually, I did good this weekend. I did 3 videos this weekend, so, but I'm busy with editing videos and then also editing episodes of my podcast that's going to be coming out with my friend. So that's why I've just been very like out of the loop when it comes to live streams. It bothers me that I could see the glare in my glasses. These glasses are they have like the blue light sort of shield thing, how they say that like the blue light that comes from your screen is like bad for your eyes. So these are like protective of blue light, but that's why there's like the glare in my glasses. Okay. But how are you guys doing on this Sunday evening? Well, I don't know where it is you are. It's Sunday evening right now. In California, it's 10:30 p.m. Let's see. Stefan's here. Hey, girl, cooking with Lolo. Hello, Nikita Ray. Hey, BFF. Stefan, if it helps your eyes, it's fine. Steffi. Well, thanks, Stefan. Um, Cooking with Lolo. Great. Vincent. Hello, Steffi. How are you? You're so beautiful. Okay, your check will come in the mail for that, Vincent. Movie fan Justin. I was so mad that I missed the last live stream, but here I am. Hope you've been well. I'm doing terrible because the Cowboys lost. Oh no! I'm sorry. I'm not really invested in sports whatsoever. I hope you didn't place a bet though, Justin, like you did with when Serena was playing. So I'm sorry that your team lost though. Nikita Ray, it's Wednesday in Canada. I don't think it's Wednesday in Canada. Keen Lagerfeld, well, hello. Stefan, I'm starting a job with the U.S. Census on Thursday. Oh my gosh, congrats, Stefan. That's exciting. Patricia de Aza, hi, Ate Steffi. Hello, Patricia. Well, I mean, you didn't really miss much in the last live stream. We didn't really talk about any specific topics. I honestly don't even remember what we talked about in the live stream. It was more of just like a catch up. But if you guys want to talk about specific topics, um, then we can talk about them because it's up to you. Whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm planning on doing this, of course, for the typical hour that we do these live streams. So, yeah, okay. Well, Jaden Winter says here, what are your predictions for the AHS finale? Um, Predictions for AHS. I would say my predictions would be I think we're gonna see what's his name? I'm so bad with the names, especially this season. Mr. Jingles, Benjamin. I think we're gonna see Benjamin's son, Bobby. And then I think we are going to find out who our final girl is. I'm hoping it's gonna be Donna. Donna and Brooke would be ideal, but I don't know about that. But yeah, I don't really have any other Any other predictions? Oh, I also think Montana is gonna, or maybe not Montana, but Trevor is gonna die somehow, so he could be with Montana. Um, Patricia Day Ozza, did you watch Dateline on NBC yesterday? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Julio C. Hi, hi. Nikita Ray, she's lying. Last week she flipped me off and called me a bug. Yep, that's exactly what I did. Keen Lagerfeld, I made the mistake of thinking I could watch your live while laying down. I woke up with the sun in my eyes and earbuds in my ears. O'Neillia, hi. Megalo Blazeman, man, this AHS finale better be crazy. I feel like this season never really took off slash connected to anything slash expanded the universe. Yeah, I feel like because last season was so connected to the other seasons, I think they wanted to make a departure from that. But I mean, it's fine. Damien Gallegos, have you reacted to The Good Place? FYI, I'm new to the channel, so sorry if I didn't notice. No, I haven't reacted to The Good Place. The Good Place is something that I do watch, but it's something that I just like watch on my own by myself for my own pleasure. So, Jaden Winter, love Donna, but I feel like she's hiding something, but I cannot believe it's all ending is so fast. I know this season went by so fast, huh? Only 9 episodes. Crazy. Stefan, I think if Sarah Paulson does make an appearance, that she'll play Billie Dean Howard since she could communicate with the ghost, as the purgatory setting is similar to Murder House and Hotel. I am hoping so. I would love if Sarah Paulson just like was there for 2 minutes. Make me so happy. But yeah. Cooking with Lolo, did you do anything for Halloween? No, I didn't. All I did was I the plan was for me to stay home and pass out candy, but no kids came by. So I just ate all the candy. And then what else did I do? Oh, and then I filmed a reaction review video for American Horror Story, so that's how I spent my Halloween. Um let's see here. Stefan, what happened on Dateline the other night? Oh, well, Um, on Dateline the other night, they had like a 1 hour exclusive interview with Robin Crawford, who was Whitney Houston's longtime best friend slash executive assistant slash rumored girlfriend, and she basically confirmed that her and Whitney were like a thing. So, she did that interview also because she has a book coming out this Tuesday. So, yeah, it's like there's a lot going on right now in the world of being a Whitney Houston fan. So, that's what happened last night on Dateline. I don't know. Have you guys heard of that story? Because on my Twitter timeline, then again, like I follow a lot of like Whitney fans, but it was even being picked up. Like the news broke on People magazine, but it's like a lot of people have a lot of opinions about it. So. XLSX, OMG, Queen. Do you listen to Lana Del Rey? No, I don't. Vincent, how nervous are you for the HS 1984 finale? For me, I'm really nervous because for me, I don't know how they're going to wrap everything up. Also, by the way, Finn Whitrock will make an appearance. I'm nervous in the fact that I hope it's good. Movies offend Justin. I made a playlist of your chat videos from early in your YouTube channel. Love those. In your description, you mentioned that you were studying for law school finals at the time. I have questions. Okay, Justin, what are your questions then? Stefan, yeah, 1984 has been a bit of a letdown, I gotta say. Not bad, but not great. I think for me, it'll rank in the middle around Freak Show and Coven. Yeah, I mean, this season wasn't my favorite either, but I don't think it's like the worst. But it does feel a bit disconnected from the previous seasons. Damien Gallegos. Oh, I feel like such a newbie here. I don't watch many shows. It's okay. Movies offend Justin, but it may be too personal. LOL. We can talk in our DMs instead. Okay. Whatever you feel comfortable with is fine with me. Stefan, not many kids trick or treat anymore. It's so sad. That's what I was telling my friend. I was like, there's not many people who trick or treat anymore. And then my friend was like, yeah, not really. And then she was saying something like she understands because like like we personally feel like Halloween is becoming more of a holiday oriented to adults versus kids. Like I see more adults get excited for Halloween versus kids. So yeah. Megalo Blazeman, I wonder if we'll see the cook from earlier in the season, Birdie. She died on the campground, so we have yet to see her. Yeah. I hope that all the ghosts somehow make an appearance in this episode. Like that random couple that was there. I think that was like an episode or two ago. I hope we see them. Um, Wayne Torino. Good day from Australia. Ooh, Australia. You know who's in Australia right now? Janet Jackson's in Australia. Is the Robin Crawford book released in the States yet? No, it's not. It's coming out on Tuesday. I don't know what the other release dates are depending on which country you're in, but yeah, it's coming out Tuesday, and I'm so like eagerly chomping at the bits. Like I cannot wait. Cannot wait for this book. Like, my God. I actually I forced myself to finish editing a vlog so that it's ready for Saturday because I just know I'm gonna be so distracted when this book comes out. Like I won't be able to like focus on anything. So yeah. um Patricia de Azaz, Ate Steffi, are you a pro Robin? Yeah, I am pro Robin for sure. I'm so like I I honestly like I can't even believe that like this moment is here, that she wrote a book and that she's doing all this press because you know, and I was thinking about this too. Like I think the generation that grew up with Whitney, like they knew about these rumors. And it's so funny because like the people from that generation, they're on Twitter being like, oh, like, how is this news? We knew about it. But like, I swear to God, like my generation, I did not hear about these rumors at all until I started watching Whitney Houston documentaries. Like, specifically the one that came out in 2017, I believe. It was called Whitney, Can I Be Me? That was the first time I ever heard those rumors, and like my mind was blown. So, and then in the Whitney documentary, when they like other people who worked closely with Whitney more or less confirmed that she was like sexually fluid, I was like, oh my lord, oh my god, I guess this is a thing. So, now for Robin to like come out finally after all these years and tell her story, like I mean I've been waiting and crossing my fingers that this day would come since 2017, but I can't imagine like the people who actually grew up in that era, like in the 80s, who were around for the rumors. Like I can't imagine like how they must be feeling, you know. So but I'm pro Robin. I'm so happy that she's like telling her story. I watched the Dateline interview last night, and like I feel like this is like a release for her. So she's been holding this in for so long. So I'm so excited to read the book. And I'm excited for all the press she's going to do this week. Not supposedly, I think she's going to be on the Today Show tomorrow, the Today Show tomorrow, but like that morning talk show. And then I believe, I don't know if this is confirmed, but for the longest time, people were saying she was going to be on Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith, like her Facebook show. I don't know if that's still happening, but then also she's supposed to be on the Wendy Williams show, which if you guys have never heard the Whitney Houston interview she did with Wendy Williams, like Wendy specifically asked Whitney about that, and I feel like knowing Wendy's shady ass, she will probably pull up the clip. But yeah, this week like I'm honestly nervous for Robin, but I'm also very excited to just read the book. So, um, long, long story short, I'm very excited about this book, and I am pro Robin. Okay, Damien Gallegos. You ready for Rihanna's new album? By the way, I really loved your reaction to the post. I'm so excited for season 3. Thanks. I'm excited for Rihanna's new album. We don't know if Rihanna is gonna drop a new album. I'm estimating that she may do it like very last minute, towards the end of the year. But when it comes, I'll be excited. Stefan, God, Whitney's mom must be pissed. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when Oprah straight up asked Sissy a couple years ago, like, if Whitney were gay, would you like accept that? And like, Sissy basically flat out said nope. So I can't imagine that she must be taking like. I mean, here's the thing too. It's like I feel like as a mother, as like if you were someone who was like close to Whitney in that respect, like you would like you can always tell in general when people are like vibing with each other on that level. So I mean, she can't like I'm sure Sissy knew, but I'm sure she must be pissed that it's so like out in the open now. But I mean, maybe if you accepted your daughter, potentially she would have not had the end that she had. Wayne Torino, Whitney Houston is the greatest singer of all time. Amen to that. I agree. XLSX, what do you think season 3 of Pose will be like? I'm hoping that it's gonna still be set in the 90s. Like I'm hoping it's gonna be like 1993 specifically because I really love the year in music in 1993. So I'm hoping that's what that is. And I won't be surprised if it's those kids that we saw at the very end of the finale, if they're gonna be like grown up in some way. So yeah, that's kind of my prediction there. Keen Lagerfeld, I'm literally in love with FKA Twig's new album, Magdalene. You should review. Cooking with Lolo, what do you think the next season of HS is going to be about? Um, Gosh, I know I've heard some theories that it's going to be taking place in the 70s, having to do with like aliens or something. I really don't know. I'm bad at guessing when it comes to that. Um Jamrock, this season of HS started off so strong though. Now it's kind of just all right. Yeah, I agree. I think like the first couple episodes when it was like that night of and you know, they had the murders on the loose, like it was that was exciting, but then yeah, it's kind of fallen downhill a bit. Um, let's see here. Stefan, I really wish that 1984 didn't have anything supernatural about it, like Colt, which ended up being very poorly executed. Onelia, are you already watching Homeland and Jack Ryan? Do you like these kinds of series? I'm not opposed to them. I just don't watch those shows. Stefan, oh yeah, since about 2000, Halloween has become a much bigger holiday for adults. Patricia Day Oza, I was starting to watch a TV series called My Husband's Lover. It was about a woman married to a guy who is a closet bisexual and he has relationship with his male best friend. Oh, interesting. Stefan, Birdie and the other ghosts are slated to appear in the finale according to IMDb. Movies to fan Justin, trick or treating is weird now that I think of it. As a kid, it's cool to go door to door, but these days it's strange. I can go buy my own candy. Yeah, that's what my friend was saying too. I feel like that's what most adults do, or like most parents do anyways with their kids. Jamrock, I also think it's because parents have become more sensitive and overprotective. Oop, oh, I don't know. I can't read that. Movies offend Justin. People are crazy too. Stefan, my roommate, will give candy to anyone of any age as long as they are in costume. That's a nice rule. Stefan, you gotta do a review of the Robin Tell All book. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Cause like people are like mad. They're I do not want to be on the receiving end of like some of the bad, nasty comments I've been reading on the internet. Patricia Day Oza, the story of my husband's lover was very similar to Whitney and Robin's story, but in the show was a bisexual man and a gay man relationship. Keen Lagerfeld, you guys, please hit the like button. Ooh, I like that. Keen, very good. Wayne Torino, I've got my R&B live ticket for Miss Janet when she comes to Brisbane. Can't wait to see her along with 50 Cent, Brandy, etc. Oh my gosh, Wayne, I am so jealous. Have tons of fun. And tell Janet, hey, for me, I'm excited for you. Wayne Torino. As a Whitney fan, I'm so glad to be finally hearing from Robin. Nobody loved or cared for Whitney more. Finally, her truth. I agree, Wayne. Like honestly, like when I was watching the Dateline interview last night, just like the way Robin still to this day speaks about Whitney, it just she cared. She cared in a way that not many people did. I'm so lonely. Hi, everyone. Patricia Day Oz, and then saying Robin betrays Whitney by tell the truth about their relationship. Nikita Ray, should I stan Whitney? I think everybody should stan Whitney, honestly. Jamrock, So do you think Whitney self-medicated partly because her mom was not as accepting? Um, I mean, I personally think yes. She, from what I've learned about Whitney, there were a lot of issues that came long before Bobby Brown, and I'm sure the fact that she couldn't live that aspect out of her identity caused her a lot of pain. I don't know if you guys like heard how she like broke up with Robin, but according to the excerpts that have been like online, the story goes that they were in a relationship from like 1980 to 1982, and the way Whitney essentially broke up was with Robin is she gave her a Bible and then told her that, like, according to her religion, according to, like, religious beliefs, like it was wrong for women to be close like that, and that her mom even said like it's wrong for women to be close like that. So my friend thinks that Sissy probably told Whitney to give Robin the Bible and break up with her in that way. But then there's a part of me, and like even though Robin says like after that, like any physical relationship that they had like stopped, there's a part of me that like kind of questions that, because I feel like there's like a lot of stories of people now, like not just now, but even like in the documentaries that were saying like, oh yeah, Whitney and Robin were a thing. And those stories are coming from people who knew them after 1982. And it's also like for me, I don't believe for two people to be that close and then suddenly like cut cold turkey, and they still managed to like they were like living together pretty much throughout the entire 80s. So I really don't know if like they stopped messing around with each other. I feel like it might have been like a friends with benefits sort of thing, once they like broke up in 82, like they say they broke up, but then like they would like keep playing around with each other. That's how I kind of feel like it was. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Whitney dealt with like a lot of pain, and it's sad. um let's see here. This is going to be like the Whitney live stream now. Vincent, I believe Finn Whitbrock will be playing the adult version of Benjamin's son Bobby, and there's been a lot of speculation about it, and I agree that is the adult version of Benjamin's son. Yeah, I think so too. Patricia De Aza, yeah, Nikita. Jet Black Hair 92, next season HS should be based in a trailer park. Enormous storyline potential. Nikita Ray, the only living Finn I know is Finn Wolfhard. I love that living Finn. Nikita Ray, the other day was 2 years since I saw Janet. Oh, nice. Mashup God Harper. Hi. Oh, hi, Harper. How was your flight? Nikita Ray, some other legend related tea. So he had to remove all the old Simpsons seasons off our shelves since they had Michael in them because of that damn documentary Roll's Eyes. Oh my god, are you serious? Wow. Send me one. I'll take them. Stefan, Sissy Houston sounds a lot like Anne Hetch's mom, who, after Han was in a relationship with Ellen DeGeneres, became an anti-gay activist. Oh, wow. Damn. Well, Sissy is like a woman who is like deeply rooted in the church. She's like a famous gospel singer, and yeah, Jam Rock, that's interesting. I'm learning so much about Whitney. Do you have any recommendations on where to start aside from her discography to learn more about her? Well, you are asking the right person. I highly suggest you watch the two documentaries that came out like recently. There's one called Whitney, Can I Be Me? I'm sure you could find a bootleg of it online somewhere. That particular documentary really focuses on like the love triangle between Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown, and Robin Crawford. Like that's kind of the main focus, but they also like touched on other things too, like how she got booed at the Soul Train Awards, and that was something that also caused her a lot of like emotional pain. Or so you can start with that, or you can watch the documentary that came out last year. It's called Whitney. That's the documentary that's like officially sanctioned by the estate. Her mom is in the documentary. Her brothers are in the documentary. Her sister-in-law's in the documentary. But That's like a more comprehensive doc, because it focuses on like her childhood to death, and they talk about a lot of different things. Both are really sad. I don't think there's like a happy Whitney documentary, but I think those are two good places to start if you want to kind of familiarize yourself with Whitney's story. But yeah, recommend those, and then you could always like listen to the discography. If you ever need some like good Whitney live audio bootleg suggestions, message me and I'll share with you my favorites. But yeah. Patricia Day Oza, I think Whitney always denying on the interview she is gay. That's the way she protect herself and her sexual orientation. Wayne Torino, Bobby Brown even said if Robin was accepted into Whitney's life, she would still be here today. The saddest part is her own family contributed to her fall. Yeah, I agree, Wayne. I agree. And it's like crazy too because in the Whitney documentary, like her brothers straight up like admit to being the ones who gave her drugs. And like when they would go on tour, that was what they would do is instead of protecting their baby sister, they would like go out and get her drugs. So it's just like, wow. Yeah. Mashup God Harper. My flight was good. Saw Coco for the first time and oh my god, I cried. Damn. Well, I'm glad that your flight was good, Harper. Nikita Ray. Haha, I would've. I wasn't working that day, so they're long gone. I only know hits, but I've always thought I should listen to a full album. Jamrock, thank you. I'll keep you posted. Who knows? I might become a stan. Honestly, if like you become a stan, like through me, like I'm just like I'm the vessel. I believe the children are our future, teach them well and let them lead the way. Like that's what I'm doing here. So hopefully you'll find the light. Mashup God Harper honestly might watch Whitney tomorrow. Ooh, okay. Well, let me know your thoughts if you end up watching Whitney. It's a like this week like get ready, kids. Oh my god. Stefan, speaking of Coco, is anyone getting Disney Plus? I don't know. I was very like anti Disney Plus, but now that it's getting closer, not gonna lie, there's like a part of me that's like maybe. The show that intrigues me enough to get Disney Plus is the Imagineering show that they're going to be doing on Disney Plus. But I really don't know because I mean, like, my God, I'm like paying for Netflix, I'm paying for Hulu, I'm paying for Tidal. Like, I don't need another subscription service to attend to. Mash of God Harper, definitely me for the Lizzie McGuire reboot and Marvel stuff alone, to be honest. Nikita Ray, OMG Harper, when you find out Grandma died, oh, that got me. Movies, FN, Justin, LOL, no. Mash of God Harper, right? Like, I sobbed. Nikita, Vincent, I'm just waiting for Ryan Murphy to play the song Material Girl in the finale for HS 1984, since because they're in the year of 1989, the song came out in 1985, including I Want to Dance with Somebody. I love how you, like, snuck that in. Mashup God Harper. I might give up Tidal for Disney. Oh, damn. I'm already paying for Apple Music too, so oh, I see. Wow, so you're paying for two different music subscription services? Bougie. Patricia De Aza, Jamrock. My Whitney recommendation is read BB Winans' The Whitney I Knew, and since Robin's book came out this week, go read her book. Avoid to watch Whitney biopic, BB story biopic. Movies of Fan, Justin. I'll find Disney Plus shows on my bootleg websites. If y'all need a plug, DM me. Yeah, that's very true. You could always just bootleg them, man. Nikita Ray, move to Canada and you won't be able to have Hulu anymore. Oh my god, you don't have Hulu? Really? I did not know that. Wow. Dang. Goodness, that's devastating. Mashup God Harper. I have several sites. Um, Movies of Fan Justin, y'all, B is coming. She's been too quiet. Yeah, what is Beyonce up to? I don't think she's gonna come up with anything though this year. I think she's gonna lay low for the rest of the year, but then maybe next year something might be coming. Jamrock at Patricia Day also. Thank you. I got a lot of homework, it seems. Low key excited. Yeah, let us know how your Whitney journey. Oh, Jamrock, I'm so excited for you. Gosh, I remember when I was beginning my Whitney journey. It's It's a ride. Mashup God Harper. My best friend is Canadian and she can't use my Hulu. It's banned. Wow. Damn. I did not know Canada was like not in the Hulu game. Wallflower, you're killing it with the vlogs. Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Mashup God Harper. Pretty sure Hulu is only available in America. Wow, I didn't know that. Stefan, I know HS season 10 is speculated to be about various paranormal entities as per the reporter in episode 8. Murphy explicitly said that there was a clue as to the season in that episode. Jamrock, if you're interested in another Whitney YouTube channel, I recommend Lulu Zoo. She did Whitney essay about Whitney, and Whitney is back. Nikita Ray, yeah, I didn't know either until I tried to get a free trial so I could watch Looking for Alaska, LOL. So does that mean, like, you can't watch any of the shows, like Looking for Alaska? You can't watch, like, Handmaid's Tale? Or how do you get those shows then if they're not available to you, if Hulu's not available to you in Canada? Stefan, I totally skimp off of my roommate's streaming services and somehow don't pay for any. Wow, Stefan, you got it made. Look at you. Movies offend Justin. If I did get Disney Plus, I get it for the Proud Family. Also heard it'll be $5. Also, what do you all think of Instagram hiding likes next week? Oh yeah, that's a good topic. What do you guys think of Instagram hiding likes? I I don't know, like for me, I don't really use Instagram. Like I only really go on Instagram like for to check out other people's stories and then like to post my own stories, but like the last time I posted a picture was like probably more than a year ago, but I understand like the argument of oh like it's necessary to remove likes because like for mental health because some people get very down on themselves when they see so many likes for other people's pictures and then it's that idea of like oh you're comparing someone's highlight reel to just your everyday life, but then I've also heard the argument from other people who are like influencers or small businesses who say that that's going to really like hurt their business because having those metrics as support for why they should get like a brand deal or a collaboration of some sort, it's now gonna hurt them. So yeah, I don't know. I'd be interested to hear what your guys' take is. Wayne Torino, Whitney Houston's live performances in her prime on YouTube still give me goosebumps today. I could only imagine how it was to be in the audience, incomparable. Wayne, I am right there with you, buddy. I literally like I think like 2 or 3 days ago, I had a Whitney night where I just like watched my favorite Whitney live performances on YouTube. Like that is truly like YouTube. Like you want to know the tea? YouTube has done more for preserving Whitney Houston's legacy than her own estate has. That's the real fucking tea because there's so many like wonderful live audio bootlegs that have been uploaded on YouTube. So many, not so many, but like a handful of these full live concert performances of Whitney in her prime. And then, of course, you have like the award show performances. Just like in general, when Whitney was in her prime and she was doing live performances, that's like for me, like what made me a huge fan. So, yeah, that's the tea on that. YouTube has done more for Whitney's legacy than her own estate has, but I completely agree, Wayne. Nikita Ray, it's funny because Handmaid's Tale is literally filmed here too. Yeah, and also some of Handmaid's Tale, like in the narrative, takes place in Canada. So, Julius Brimage, ooh, what are we talking about? Nothing in particular. I think right now we're talking about like Instagram taking off likes in America at least. So how do you all feel about that? Mashup Bar Harper, I think it removes some of the pressures to like look good on social media, LMAO. Like I can't tell you how many times I've archived or deleted posts that get no likes. Yeah, like I remember gosh, this is back when I was still in college, so it was like a couple years ago. But I remember there was like a girl at my dance studio who like because her picture didn't receive like a certain amount of likes after like 5 minutes, she deleted her picture. And I was like, damn, like gosh, it's tough out here in these Instagram streets. But Nikita Ray, we haven't been able to see likes in Canada since at least March. I only delete if it gets less than 10 likes, lol. Since it hits 10, it's a success. You know what? Same, Nikita. I'm like, if we hit, as long as we get to like a double digit number, I'm happy. But yeah, Nikita, how has it been living in Canada with no Instagram likes? Do you feel a difference in your mental health? Wallflower. I let my friend use my Hulu in exchange. She's gonna share her Disney Plus. That's a good deal. Keen Lagerfeld. I would agree with hiding likes, but some people's careers rely on cyber engagement, so no. Yes. Stefan, my roommate is pissed at her friend for setting up her own profile using her account, so she's changing her password. Oh no! Wayne Torino, by the way, Whitney is nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2020. You can vote daily, just Google Rock Fan Vote. If Madonna and Janet make it in, so should Whitney Houston. I've been voting. You guys should vote. But yeah. I feel like cuz I mean Janet got inducted last year. So and like Madonna's already in, Prince is already in, Michael's already in. He's in it twice. He's actually in the Hall of Fame twice. But I feel like her contemporaries of that time are in, so she should be in too. I hope she gets in. I have a good feeling, like fingers crossed this is gonna be her year. Um Mashup God Harper. I mean, influencers can still show their engagement to companies, so I don't think it would affect them too much. Nikita Ray, don't feel a difference whatsoever. Low key wish people could see my likes though when I get lots. Haha. Patricia Aza, my Whitney journey was amazing since I'm born in 2002. During just Whitney era and before Whitney's primetime interview, I started collecting Whitney merch like Vogue magazines, shirts, etc. It's more than Jim. In Canada, I found I get more likes now. Maybe it's just better content, but I think people are more or less likely to like something if they see the number of likes it has. Yeah, I believe in that theory. I believe in that. Um, Vincent, I feel like this season of HS is the best song choices this season, especially because it's 80s music. What do you think? I like the music choices because 80s as well. Um, Yuri Malik. OMG, I'm new to your channel, but I've been binging your AHS 1984 and Apocalypse reactions. Well, welcome Yuri. Keen. Um, have you heard about the movie Parasite? It's getting rave reviews and Oscar buzz. Yes, I have. I really want to watch Parasite, but I'm kind of scared to. I usually watch movies by myself, but when it comes to like horror movies specifically, I'm a little scared for it. You know what? I'm gonna maybe try and contact my friend. Like I have one friend, and like that's the friend I always watch horror movies with. Like that's kind of our thing. So I'm gonna see if she'd be down to watch Parasite because we watched it together. So maybe, hopefully, she'll be down to watch Parasite with me. She's the only person I know that'd be down to watch it, and I really want to watch it because I've been hearing a lot of great buzz about it. Nikita Ray, 22 seems like such a late start for a Whitney journey. I was 12 when I went on my Michael journey. I was following this death trial so hard, and then a month later, I went to IM and B did Halo. Ugh. I don't. You know what? My Whitney journey really started when I was 24. I feel like I've only really been like a true stan since 2017. So I feel like it's never too late. And I actually think like the age in which you like become a fan of someone like completely affects like your your relationship to said artist, because like for me, when it came to becoming a fan of Michael, I started like he was like the first thing he was really like my introduction to pop culture, and it's a great introduction to pop culture because he's so all encompassing. But I became a fan of Michael when I was like 8 years old. So, and I'm still a fan now, but like I will always associate Michael Jackson like with my childhood and with like some of my earliest memories of pop culture. And then when I became like, I would say when I became a huge Beyonce stan was when I was like my late teens, early 20s, like in college. So I always associate Beyonce with like me kind of finding like the beginning stages of my independence as a young person in my college years. So I always associate her with like just feeling very excited about life. And when I found Whitney, it was like in my 20s. it was following a very, very difficult year in my life, and I feel like that's part of like my emotional pull for her is because she has like her music and just like learning about her life and just like watching all of these different stuff, like it has really gotten me through like the woes of my 20s. So I say all of that to say it's never too late to become a fan of someone, and I definitely feel like an artist, you find an artist and an artist finds you at like the right time. So yeah, everyone's journey is different. um Mashup God Harper, Parasite was so good. um Patricia Day Ozza, when I'm being a Whitney fan, I give up to be Beyonce fan, and being a Whitney fan, when someone who says not good at Whitney needs to be tough and Rouge and protect Whitney from the zanies and fools. Mascot Harper, Parasite isn't even a horror movie. It's like a dramedy. Oh, okay. Yeah, some people are saying it's like a horror movie. I really don't know anything about it, and I'd rather go in blind. But okay, good to know it's not like horror. Stefan, oh yeah, the music in 1984 has been great. I'll say it again, Steffi. I was waiting for you to jam out to Armageddon during the roller rink scene. I was so bummed when you did it. Oh, sorry, Stefan, to disappoint. Mashup God Harper, it's nothing like it though, but it's gory. Oh, it's gory. Ooh, okay. Stefan, a great horror movie in Doctor Sleep, assuming you've seen The Shining. I've never seen The Shining. Stefan, Parasite is the Japanese film with the alligator in the pool, right? I don't know. I don't know anything about Parasite. Hi, I'm Hiram. Hey, I love your videos. Love from Mexico. Shout out to Mexico. Patricia Oz, if Instagram hides likes, I'm sure the Kardashians and Jenners are gonna be crazy because no one's gonna like their photos. I think they're gonna be okay. Nikita Ray, The Shining is high key overrated. Watched it for the first time last week and I struggled to even finish it. Ooh, that's a controversial opinion. Mash of God Harper. I don't remember an alligator in the pool at Stefan. Mash of God Harper, but yeah, it's a Japanese movie. Nikita Ray. My first faves were Sierra, Shakira, Avril Lavigne, Nirvana, and Hilary Duff. Oh man, that's screams the 2000s for me. Vincent, I hope that Angelica Ross returns next season for AHS, and I think she said she'll be willing to return to the show, and I hope because she's been killing it this season, literally. Yeah, Angelica Ross is so good. Nikita Ray, I totally get the age thing. Every Rihanna album, I can totally remember what era of my life that was. I genuinely did buy her album first week of release in 2005 when I was 8. Wow. See, look at you. You grew up with Rihanna. That's pretty cool. Patricia De Asa, I started my Whitney journey. I was 14 years old and I started standing Whitney since 2017. Stefan, I have early memories of Michael Jackson too, from the Diane Sawyer / Red Shirt interview to Free Willy to the Thriller documentary to my sister singing, performing We Are the World. Oh, that's so nice, Stefan. Oh, I'm jealous of you. Stefan, the poster for Parasite reminds me of a movie called Dogtooth from the same director of The Favorite. Wayne Torino, I'm ashamed to only appreciate Whitney after she passed, but being a 90s kid, there was so much tabloid fodder that it took away from the music. When she died, I YouTube live performances. Same, Wayne. Actually, because, I mean, like, I was born in 93, and, I mean, like, this isn't like really so much of like a it's I'm actually this I'm what would have I'm the same age as what Bobby Christina would have been because she was born in 1993 too, and like in terms of like my Whitney memories in real time, like I remember when Prince of Egypt, that movie came out, and then When You Believe being like everywhere because I, especially as a kid growing up, I went to Catholic school, so like every like religious holiday, the teachers would essentially just like play frickin' Prince of Egypt. So like When You Believe was our generation's Let It Go for the Catholic school kids. But yeah, in the 2000s, like we really only associated her with like Bobby Brown and drugs. And after I remember when Whitney died, it was like in 2012. I started YouTubing like random performances of hers. Like I remember the first live performance I was so impressed with was when she did Saving All My Love for You at the 1986 Grammy Awards, I believe, when she's wearing like the red dress. I remember when I watched that, I couldn't believe that someone could sing live like that. Like I was like, wow. And I remember I like downloaded the audio from that YouTube video, and then I imported it into my iTunes back when I actually used iTunes. But then I kind of like stopped my like Whitney exploration there because I was just like, it was senior year. I was so busy, so I just didn't have the time. But I'm happy like I became a Whitney stan like when I did, because like I'm telling you, like she like her music has truly gotten me through my 20s. So, yeah, like she'll always have a special place in my heart, but yeah. Um Stefan, Nikita, you may prefer the 1997 miniseries, which was a much more faithful adaptation of the book. Jamrock, I'm a 90s baby too, but I'm only familiar with her music. Yeah, and like that's the other thing too, is like when I was in high school when she died, like I remember I tried like and it was kind that this was like kind of like the trend during that time too, because streaming wasn't a thing yet. And I remember this happened when Michael Jackson died. Like when he died, like the top 10 albums on iTunes were all Michael Jackson, and like a similar thing happened with Whitney. And I remember I didn't really have my own money at the time, but with what little money I did have, I was kind of like cherry picking from her greatest hit CDs, like what songs can I get. But when in like 2017, after I watched that like the first documentary that came out, and I was like, "Ooh, I want to learn more about her music and get into her music more." I realized then that like her entire discography was accessible in a way that it just never was, and I like never realized that. Oh yeah, of course I can like pull up all the Whitney Houston CDs that ever existed. So I think it's a good thing that like you're starting to venture into Whitney now, because like there's so many, like her music is all accessible on like streaming platforms, and then like the videos are just a click away on YouTube. It's a lot easier, I feel like now. um Bob Duncan, what is your ethnicity? I am full Filipino. um Stefan, my sister worked for a youth program in the summer during college of and once commented on how sad it was to hear the children associate Michael Jackson with only the allegations of abuse. Yeah, I know. And it's sad too, because like in 2009, like when Michael Jackson died, I feel like that really, like, I mean, like not to say like him dying helped his reputation, but like it low key did, because then suddenly like people were like, oh yes, the music. But then like now with this like fuck ass documentary that recently came out, people are kind of like, oh yeah, that's right. But I don't know. I hope that like I feel like there's been news that's come out that points at the fallacies that are stated in the documentary, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of damage was done when this documentary that came out this past year, but hopefully, with time the music will prevail again, especially since like he's not here to defend himself, so oh. Keen Lagerfeld. Stephen King doesn't even like the Shining movie. Patricia Day Awesome. My first Whitney album I brought is I Look to You. I brought the album before my 15th birthday, and BB Winans' The Whitney I Knew was my first Whitney book. Nikita Ray. Super cool fun fact. My friend from London ran into Michael in the lobby of a theater in 2007. They were both there to see a play. Oh my god, that's so cool. Chase. Hi. Hi. Stefan. Dr. Sleep bridges the gap between the book and the movie. King has expressed his approval. I heard that that movie didn't do too well though at the box office. Movies offend Justin. My friend told me to watch Love Island UK. Does anyone watch it? What's your opinion? Um, the like Instagram like influencers that I follow on like social media, they're like all of them are like really obsessed with that show. I don't really know what that is. Like it seems like the UK's version of like The Bachelor, but I don't know. Um Nikita Ray, my seventh grade teacher bought me a copy of Thriller when I was getting into him, and one of the assistants got me a poster. Guess I was a fave. Wow, that's really cool. Um, Mashup God Harper. Wait, Doctor Sleep is out? God, I keep hearing about Love Island. It was even featured in Euphoria. Yeah, I think it's like a really big thing in Europe, but yeah. You guys, you know what I'm really excited for too? Sims 4 University, or whatever they're calling it. I'm calling it in my head Sims 4 University. I'm so excited about it. I follow a number of like the Sims YouTubers, especially the ones that get invited to IA. They're called like game changers, like IA game changers. But I follow like a lot of them on YouTube, and they all went to Sims camp like this past weekend, and they all like today literally started to upload all of their like the footage they got of like Sims 4 University. I'm so fucking excited for it. This is like the expansion pack I have been waiting for. So, yeah, I'm very excited about that. The next pack I like in an ideal world that I would want is like do you guys remember Sims 2 free time when it was like the hobbies? We need something like that. Cuz I feel like upon reflection, Sims 4, like my problem with Sims 4 is like their gameplay isn't very good. The graphics I feel like are way better than Sims 3. Like I fucking hated the graphics in Sims 3. I thought it was so fucking ugly and it ran so slow on my computer. However, and I wasn't even like honestly the biggest fan of open world, but their gameplay in Sims 3 was like really good. Like it was very like detail and thorough in a way that Sims 4 just isn't. But yeah, I'm very excited for Sims 4 University. In fact, once I'm done with this live stream, I'm probably going to like watch some YouTube videos of like the Sims people. But yeah, I'm so excited. I don't even know when it fucking comes out. There's so much happening in November. Like, so excited. Um, Keen Lagerfeld, I hope the Harriet movie flopped too. That actress playing her is problematic AF. I heard that it didn't do well. I don't know. Has it even out yet? Vincent, I feel like Margaret should not die in the finale season of HS season 9 because the 1970 and 1984 massacre wasn't all of her fault because it was Benjamin's mom who caused it all. Mash God Harper, OMG, I'm so excited for University. Nikita Ray, yes, Steffi, I'm so hyped for that expansion too. Are you guys, okay, for those of us who play Sims, are you guys gonna buy it right when it comes out, or are you gonna wait for a discount? Because usually I wait for the discount, but when it comes to University, I might just buy it when it comes out. Like, I still haven't bought Island Living, and I really want Island Living, but I heard like the gameplay wasn't that good for Island Living, but I heard that the build and buy items that came with Island Living, like when I was watching the videos on YouTube, like they're really nice. But I wouldn't like want to pay full price for it. I want to wait for like a discount. But yeah, let me know if you guys are gonna like buy that. Patricia De Aza, during my Beyonce fangirl year, I already listened Whitney songs like all at once. Then in 2015, when Bobby Christina's news, I became interested to Whitney and worried to Bobby Christina's condition. Movies offend Justin so much to watch. I know, right? Where will we find the time? I love Sims 3 because it looks realistic. I hate how cartoonish Sims 4 looks. Oh, really? See, I did not like the graphics in Sims 3 because it's like for me, their faces, they all looked the same. That was my problem with Sims 3. Like even if you like customize them and create a sim, they all still look the same. But I think I prefer the more cartoonish look in Sims 4, and I just like appreciate the fact that they all still manage to look different. But yeah, I do wonder what Sims 5 is going to be like. But I'm going to need them to spend a little bit more time on Sims 4 before they start thinking of Sims 5 because we have a lot missing in Sims 4 still. Mash of God Harper, I saw Lil Simsy's University video and I'm so excited. Nice. Yeah, I follow Lil Simsy. I follow Deligracy. I follow Sim Supply. I follow the English Simmer, and then I follow Plamella. Those are the 5 that I follow. And they were all like releasing their videos today, so I'm very excited about that. Wayne Torino, Wade Robson makes us Aussies look bad. For the record, he and his family are money scavengers from way back. Oh, really? Damn. Well, I, yeah, I mean, I was a dancer growing up, so I'm from California, and I remember, like, I don't know, like Wade Robson has been one of those people that I've kind of heard like sketchy stories about too, just in terms of like he's someone that is a bit of like a hanger on, like he will use people for his own personal gain. But I personally never worked with him, but that's kind of like what I've heard through the grapevine in the dance community. But I don't know if you guys follow Janet Jackson on Instagram, which you should, because Janet, like, she's actually using like her Instagram like a normal person, which is like kind of weird. But she played Scream. She performed Scream in her set list. So your name is Wayne, right? Yeah, Wayne. Get excited because she's gonna do Scream, and I just love that she is doing like her Michael collab in Australia, considering like, Wade Robson is from Australia, and she did something so shady. So like a couple months ago, or maybe it was a couple weeks ago, I don't remember, but 50 Cent said something stupid and was like, Chris Brown is way better than Michael Jackson, like Michael Jackson like effed little boys' butts, like things like that. And so on Janet Jackson's Instagram, they like were showing Scream playing in the background, and then the camera like kind of turned and panned over, and it showed 50 Cent just like smiling, like the biggest smile, and like on his face, like looking up at Michael Jackson's like music video playing in the background. I was like, yeah, haha, fuck you for all the nasty shit you were saying about Michael a couple weeks ago. But I love that. We love petty Janet. Mashup God Harper, Sims 4 gameplay is so like meh. Yeah, I agree. Jan, yay, I caught one of your live casts. Yay. Mashup God Harper, I hikey prefer open world. I really don't have a preference for open world or not. The thing for me with open world is that I feel like it made my game lag, and also like the color wheel and customization I think was something that made my game lag as well. Um Mashup guard, Mashup God Harper. Sims 4 was so basic at launch. Yeah, it really was. Like there were so many things that were missing. Like we didn't even have toddlers. We didn't even have pools. What the hell? Nikita Ray only played Sims 3 on Wii. LOL. Was the PC version open world too? I loved that, but I tried to play it recently and them graphics. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it was open world on PC. Stefan, Doctor Sleep has already been released worldwide and has already grossed 35 million on a 45 million budget. Okay. Yeah, I was hearing on like Twitter, because I follow some movie critics on Twitter. They were like, not looking good. So yeah. Mashup God Harper. Honestly, I don't even play Sims that much because my laptop used to be really slow. But I want to buy University when it comes out. I have no expansions and I only have like one stuff pack. I see. Nikita Ray. I usually wait for discounts, but this is a big one and I'm excited for it. Mashup God Harper. Sims 4 is so much better on my MacBook. Yeah, like I do everything on my Mac. Like Sims, editing, it's all on my Mac. Nikita Ray, LOL Harper, at least you have saved money. I've bought like every pack. Discounts, my friends. Mashup God Harper, Sims 4 graphics look so good with custom content. OMG, I legit just got into Deligracy. Oh yeah, Deligracy is like, I think she's like, among the sim YouTubers, she's my fave. She actually has like a graphic design background, so when she does like critiques of the games and stuff, like when she like goes through the create a sim objects and then the build and buy mode objects, like she points out certain things that like I don't even like, I would have never picked up on. So it's just like I like the perspective she comes from. Movie stuff fan Justin, to be honest, I think desktop games are becoming obsolete. Do people even sit down at a computer anymore? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, the only game I really truly do play is Sims, so I truly know nothing about the gaming community. Mashup God Harper. I also like It's Troy and Kia. IDK if I spelled those right. Today also, what is your reaction about Erwin and Anne baby announcement? Oh my god, she's pregnant! I did not know that. Damn. She is lucky. Like, wow, what a catch. That Erwin, what a catch. Mashup God Harper. I'll eventually end up buying every pack at Nikita. Mashup God Harper. I would love if they just had a discounted bundle with every stuff and expansion pack. For me, whenever I buy my stuff, I usually like buy like a bundle pack when it's like you get one expansion, one game pack, and one stuff pack. I think like Origin now has this thing, or maybe they like in general they just have this thing where you can like build your own bundle. So you might want to look into doing that. Cam Ham. Hey, King Lagerfeld, the dance break in the Scream music video gives me goosebumps every time. I know, right? Oh, so legendary. It makes me like so sad though that they never performed that song live. Like, what the hell? But when Janet performs that song live now, there's always a moment when she says like, "Let's go, Mike," and I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like woo, holy shit! Like that is impact. I'm so mad though that when I saw Janet, she didn't do Scream. Like, God, I'm so mad at that bitch. But that just means I have to go see her again at some point, and hopefully she'll do Scream. Um, let's see here. Nikita Ray, I tried to be a sim YouTuber, but I gave up after one video because I didn't have the patience to edit them. There was a time, like, when I kind of wanted to do, like, not like full on become like a sim YouTuber, but like just make some like videos of me playing Sims here and there. But I just don't know how to like screen capture my gameplay. And I also kind of like don't want to kill my laptop, so because like all of those like sim YouTubers, they have like the professional like gaming computer, and I'm sure that's like my Mac laptop is nothing compared to that. So I don't want to kill my Mac. Um, Jan, that's why YouTubers playing Sims equals play while editing video. um, Patricia De Aza, I always play Mobile Legends. Bang Bang. It was MOBA role play game. Wallflower. There are a lot of people playing PC. Lots of games of stream sites. Lots of Twitch streamers use PC. Well, here you go, Justin. There's your answer. Mashcott Harper. Scream was never performed live. It's so good. Yeah, it was never performed live because both Janet and Michael, like, post that time, they had a lot of stuff happen. Like, 95, like, Michael Jackson was in the midst of the child abuse allegations. Like, well, I mean, the first one really came in 93, but he was, like, kind of trying to, like, recover from that in the 90s. And then he, like, got married to Lisa Marie Presley. There was just, like, a lot going on. And then, like, around that time, too, Janet did like Velvet Rope, so she was focusing on that. And then like by the 2000s, like fucking Super Bowl happens to Janet and she becomes blacklisted. And then in the mid 2000s, Michael actually goes to court for that second round of child abuse allegations. So like it was never meant to be performed live. A lot happened. Um, let's see here. Patricia De Aza, I watched the videos of Chooks TV. His Mobile Legends gameplay was very funny. I try to play Sims the mobile on my Android phone. Cam Ham, I have no idea how to edit my own pictures, let alone a whole video, so I give y'all props for trying. Nikita Ray, yeah, I wanted Janet to perform Scream too. I'm not too into Janet, but I was hyped for feedback. Damn Baby, Rhythm Nation, Nasty, and Escapade. Yeah, the hits, lol. I like highly recommend, like, you should get into Janet's 90s albums. Like, Janet Dot, self-titled, that came out in 93. Again, 1993 was like the best year in music, like hands down, period. But yeah, get into like Janet Dot, or I feel like Velvet Rope would be a good album for you to get into. The like Velvet Rope, there's like a lot of like really great hits and deep cuts. So yeah, I would recommend 90s Janet for like a casual person. Or maybe you could also, if you don't want to get into the two albums she did in the 90s, maybe try like her All For You album from the 2000s. It's a very accessible Janet album. TR, hi, just stumbled upon this live stream. I'm currently watching Handmaid's Tale Season 3, and your reaction videos are a pleasant addition to that. Greetings from Germany! Well, hello, TR from Germany. Movie Stuff fan Justin, did we ever talk about Shakira and JLo on the stream? What are y'all thoughts? Well, Justin, we all know how much you love JLo. I can see JLo being frustrated during planning and rehearsals because she has to share the stage. I mean, I am kind of excited with the halftime show because JLo and Shakira are gonna like be together. Like, I'm so excited for like the Latin takeover for the halftime show. Like, I'm very excited about that. Like, I can't wait to watch, like, Shakira's gonna do Hips Don't Lie, so I'm very excited about that. You know what would be amazing? I don't think she's gonna do it, but I would love if, like, J-Lo did a little homage to Selena. Oh my goodness, that would make my day, honestly. um, But yeah, I mean, I wonder how that's gonna be split up too. Like, is there gonna be like a clear like J Lo, like I'm sure like Shakira opens and J Lo ends, or are they gonna do like back and forth and then they're gonna come together at the end? Like, how is this gonna work? So, and I'm wondering too if they're gonna have like guest appearances from other artists. Like, I would love if it was just like all Latin artists. Like, if they got like Mark Antony, Enrique Iglesias, Ricky Martin, who are like the like other Latin artists. Like, I would just like love if they just like all came on and it was like a whole We Are the World situation towards the end. Like, I would love that. Um let's see here. Um Patricia Day Oz, Janet and Michael's Scream live concert performance was like Mariah and Whitney When You Believe live concert performance. I know. Name a more iconic duo. We'll wait. Nikita Ray, Shakira and JLo is going to just be a big Pitbull mashup. Oh no, that's like the one artist I do not want to be with them is Pitbull. Please leave him at home. Movies offend Justin. Also, what are y'all's thoughts on the ending of Handmaid's Tale and season 3 as a whole? Oh my gosh, I really loved that finale. Like, oh my, what an emotional roller coaster. I don't know about the season as a whole. I feel like the pacing was a bit off. I feel like it really truly did not pick up until the end, but I did love the finale. Patricia Day Aza, did you skip the song Throb when you listened to Janet album? Oh no, we always turn up to Throb. Throb is one of my favorites off of the Janet album. Um, Nikita Ray, my boss played the Rhythm Nation album in the store the other day and I liked it. Oh, that's good. My favorite song off of Rhythm Nation is Love Will Never Do Without You. Love that song. And it's so crazy to me because like that song feels so like it doesn't even sound like it comes from that album. Like, I feel like that song could have easily been off of like Janet that came out in 93. But yeah, love the song and I love that video. I feel like Janet's never looked better than when she did that Love Will Never Do Without You video. Um Jan, wondering if you are interested in musicals at all lately. All For You album is super fun. I kind of hope she comes back with something fun. Yeah, me too. I do too. I can't wait for new Janet material. As far as musicals, as of right now, I'm not really listening to any musicals at the moment. But I mean, I'm open. Cam Ham, what would you like the next season of American Horror Story to be? What cast members would you like to see, and how long would you like to see it go? I don't know. I don't really. As far as the, gosh, I mean, I don't know. I think maybe like a film noir American Horror Story, something set in like the 1930s would be cool. As far as who I'd like to see in it, I'd love Sarah Paulson to come back. I would love if Lily Ray was there. I would love Dennis O'Hare to be there. I'd love if Angela Bassett was there. I'd love a cameo from Jessica Lange, Zachary Quinto, like the OGs, like the original players of American Horror Story. I'd love for them to all be there, and then of course Evan Peters. I would love him for to be there as well. Um, and then how long would I like to see it go? I mean, as long as they're happy making it, as long as it's like a good quality show, then I'm happy. Fabian De Jesus. Greetings from North Philadelphia. Nothing special. LOL JK. Jan, damn. Love JLo and Shakira coming back. Yay, I hope Lizzo comes and guest stars. Oh, that would be interesting. Nikita Ray, I wish Rihanna would come out for Can't Remember to Forget You, but we all know it's not happening. Yeah, because didn't like Rihanna say she's not gonna be performing at Super Bowl because of her support of Kaepernick, I believe. Fabian, do you ever listen to Selena music? Well, actually, I recently watched Selena because I guess I'll say it now. We're gonna be talking about it on the podcast that's coming out. So I watched that movie like fairly recently, and then I started listening. I haven't listened to all the albums or anything, but I have been listening to a couple of her songs. I have listened to the Selena live album when she performed at the Astrodome, and I've also started watching her like live performances. I would say like aside from like I feel like everyone usually says like, oh, Bitty Bitty Bum Bum is their fave. I do love Bitty Bitty Bum Bum. Maybe like of the songs that aren't in the Selena movie, like right now I freaking love Si Una Vez. Oh my gosh, that song is so fucking good. it's such a bop. I love that song. And when she performs that song live, oh my god, like Selena was such a good fucking performer. Like when she picked up her feet, she knows what she's doing. My god. Siuna Vez, and I really love Los Fotos y Recuerdos. I really like that song as well. Um there's another song that was on her Amor Prohibido album that I like. I think it's called Me Missing My Baby. I like that. Um, yeah, but I really do love that live concert album that they released when she performed at the Astrodome. I think is I've listened to it beginning to end, and it's great. Um, Patricia Day Asa, do you watch Mariah? She do When You Believe live and Whitney from the music videos on the screen. Yes, I've seen that. Nikita Ray, careful, Steffi. We're just gonna get Camila Cabello instead. Oh God, no, please. Fabian De Jesus, I love Selena's tracks. Stefan, a more iconic duo, Brandy and Monica. Ooh. Brandy and Monica, my God. Jan, Selena made a huge comeback on the radio in SoCal recently, made me tear up a bit. She deserves, honestly. Nikita Ray, most iconic duet is Hilary Duff and Me in the Car. Patricia Day Oz, I always liked Throb, even the song was very sexual and erotic. Movies offend Justin. I saw Whisper Queen came out of the shadows and released new music. How she has a career is beyond me. I don't see the appeal, but get a bag. How you can, sis. Selena, go messy. I like that. Selena go messy. You know what's so funny? The other day, Michelle Obama like released this ad, and it was like me. And it like had a list of names, but it was only like the first names of the people. So it was like Carrie, Lynn, and then it said Selena. And like swear to God, the first thing that came to mind was like Quintanilla, Selena Quintanilla. But then I was like, oh yeah, fucking Gomez. God. Mashup God Harper. Imagine if the whole halftime show is JLo opening, Pitbull, Lil Pump, Cardi B, and Selena Gomez in the middle, although I like her, and Shakira ending. I would not mind Cardi B being in there. Patricia Day Aza, Throb was erotic upbeat song. Bittersick Simden, hi. Protect the Coven, same. Fabian De Jesus, what is the name of your podcast? See you in a vest. I have not released the name of the podcast yet, but you guys will know when it comes out. I'm like my friend and I are like working on it. We're working on it. But you guys, it's coming out soon. Jamrock, I love stadium performances of "Dreaming of You." Oh yes. Nikita Raby loves sexual songs. "Skin" by Rihanna comes on shuffle. Oop, I'm gonna jam. Oh man. All right. Well, I guess Nikita Ray. Harper is going to kill us in her sleep the day Gomez's next album is out. We're going to be the blood sacrifice for success. Mashup God Harper, will the podcast be out before 2020? No, it's not. It won't be. Patricia Day Ozo, where are you going to stay if you're going back to the Philippines? I'm going to stay in Kalibo, Aklan. That's where my mom's family's from, so that's where we're going to stay. But yeah, Mashup God Harper getting my knife ready at Nikita. But yeah, speaking of the podcast, I actually have to like go edit that like now. I have a lot of episodes that I have to edit, but yeah, you guys are gonna know soon. Just trust that it's coming because it truly is coming. But a lot of work, man. Justin, I hand it to you. Doing podcasts is like a lot of work, and yeah, very time consuming. I literally like don't even know, Justin, how you manage to like record and edit and upload like on a weekly basis in real time. Like I think that's crazy, especially since like by the way, you guys, Justin, that's Movies FM, by the way. His name is Justin. He has a podcast called Polar Opposites. You guys should definitely listen. It's called Polar Opposites. But like every week he like it's like you have a guest, and I don't even know how you managed to coordinate that because like my friend and I like as of right now it's like only us two, and it is so hard for us to like find time to like get together and record. So the fact that like you manage to get all of these like different guests every week and you're like consistently uploading, like, oh my god, like kudos to you, because that's so must be so hard to like track down all these different people and do that. Let's see. Movies of Fan Justin Girl, yes, it's so hard. Yeah, kudos to you. Patricia Day Oza, I'm from Quezon City, Metro Manila. I want to meet you in person and did a Whitney topic on the podcast. Mash of God Harper, wait, Justin, what's the name of your podcast again? I legit forgot to check it out. Sorry. Oh, yeah, Polar Opposites. Let me screenshot this. Yeah, it's called Polar Opposites. Stefan, my friend used to do a podcast and she said she just chuckles whenever people would tell her they were thinking about starting one too. LOL. Yeah, like I mean, I feel like it's like a cliche for people to be like, "Yeah, I'm thinking of starting a podcast," but like honestly, here's the thing too. I feel like there's a lot of people who start, but if you think about it, there's a lot of people who don't keep at it. Like there's been podcasts that I've like gone to their page because I've like I see a topic that I find interesting and then I go to their page to see if like they have any other episodes, and then like the last time they uploaded something was like a year or two ago. So I feel like yes, while it may be a cliche and it may be true that a lot of people are starting podcasts, I don't think a lot of people consistently keep at it. So yeah, if you do, like it's a lot of work. Jan, yay, good work. For podcast folks, please do a vid on your workflow. Okay. Okay. I mean, if you guys are interested, I feel like my workflow is really not that interesting, but sure. Movies have fun, Justin. I don't know how I do it either. Literally, there's a new guest each week. Thank you. I never realized how crazy it is what I'm doing. Woo, a one man show. Truly, you are. And then like and then Justin also like has an Instagram account for his podcast, and he like upload like on your stories he'll promote the podcast, and like you're so good at promoting your show. Like I suck at promoting my own videos. Like I never tweet out my videos. I think like honestly part of it is that I'm just like embarrassed, which I shouldn't be. Like I know it's like so bad, like as a creative you have to be pushing out your work, and I'm so bad at doing that. But I I I don't know how you do all of that because it's just so much work to create, to come up with the the concept, and then to promote it, and then you're doing it again and again and again and again. It's just a lot of work for one person to do. So I say all of that to say, Justin, I am very impressed, and now like starting off my own podcast with my friend, I bow down because it's a lot of work. Um but let's see here. Cam Ham. I honestly think 1984 has been a refreshing addition to the series. I also would personally love for Angelica, Darren, Chris, Gus, and Gaga to be back. I would also love a season about urban legends. Ooh, urban legends would be a good one. I don't know about Gus. I just feel like he's really there for eye candy. I don't think he necessarily brings anything to the show. And I feel like with Gaga, she's just so busy with other things. I don't think her focus right now is like on TV. So, yeah. Patricia De Oza, I also listen to Polar Opposites. Movies offend Justin. Consistency is key. See, that's why for my podcast with my friend, we're trying to backlog a lot of our episodes so that we do consistently upload, because when we do release, I'm going to be out of the country for an entire month. So we're losing a lot. We're like losing an entire month of working together. And then with and then by the time I get back, I already know it's going to be so hard to coordinate. But yeah, we're trying to stay ahead of the curve by having a lot of episodes backlogged. But yeah, again, that's why like I truly do not know how you do all of this in real time. And that's why we're backlogging them, is so that we can be consistent. Um Lynn Leak DeMarco, love from Brazil. Movies to fan Justin, yes. Patricia, get into it. Nikita Ray, I never thought I'd be into podcasts, but so many YouTubers I like made some. And then there's the Drag Race one, and then Jenna and Kevin, and then our Paul Justin, and now you. Yes, yes. You know what I will say though about Jenna and Kevin's podcast, their showmance. I don't know how I feel about that. Like I actually unsubscribed from their show because I don't know. I don't really feel about I don't really know how I feel about their actual show. I think it's fun when they have the old Glee cast members on and they talk about old times, but when they have like random people come in, I'm not quite sure how the conversation flows. So, yeah. Um, let's see here. Movie watcher, stop saying like. I know that I have a problem with saying like. Movies offend Justin. Honestly, please, Stuffy, don't be embarrassed. Nikita Ray say like more. It makes me happy. Justin, you are literally amazing. The thumbnails and details you put into the show are great, and we do take notice of small stuff like that. Wow, thanks, Justin. That means a lot coming from you, especially since like you make great stuff too. So that's very nice. I know that's kind of like my problem is that I don't like putting myself out there, and I know that's like a bit counterintuitive because like oh it's like you make YouTube videos and now you're doing a podcast, but I think like the thing for me is I like the act of like creating things. I like creating things and making things and the idea of like start like sharing conversations and starting dialogue, but I don't like putting myself out there. I'm very bad at that. I hate it. I don't like it. Like I think the last time I actually tweeted out a link to my YouTube videos was probably more than a month ago, and I've been uploading consistently, but unless you like have the notifications turned on for my YouTube channel or you're subscribed to me at the least, you wouldn't know that. So that's something I definitely need to work on come the new year. And then on Instagram, my God, I don't even promote my channel on Instagram anymore. And I think a lot of it stems from just me being embarrassed. I don't know. I have to work on that. I'm very not confident when it comes to that sort of thing. Um, let's see here. Um, I'm just gonna like forward to um Wallflower. I want vampires in American Horror Story. Didn't they already do that though for Hotel? Keen Lagerfeld. Chet is an example of perfect typecasting, but I doubt Gus has the range to be like an Evan or Sarah. Yes, exactly. I agree with that. Mashup God Harper. I would love an HS season set in like a Victorian type of era. That would be cool. Something more stylistic. Yes, Nikita Ray. Yes, Justin Steffi. I also noticed the effort you put into your content. It's a big part of why I subbed. It's really good stuff. Thanks, Nikita Ray. See, at least like Nikita Ray, like like the people who follow me on Twitter, you know, I never talk about my YouTube channel. Like, I feel like I honestly talk more about Whitney Houston, Janet Jackson, like the legends. I will promote them. I think that's my thing. My problem as a person is that I always see it for other people, but I never see it for myself, and that's something I have to work on in my life. um, let's see here. Um, Jan, I'd love to see how you promote your stuff in the future. It'll be fun to see you give us hype plans as your skill slash experience grows in that. Lynn Leak DeMarco, Angelica should be a lock for future seasons. The Donna Rita character was epic. Yeah, I think her character is one of my favorites for this season. And I agree, Gus was truly not there for much other than, like you mentioned, eye candy. Nikita Ray, I listen religiously even if I don't know the guests because they still talk about Glee anyways, and I just like them in general as people. That's true. I do like Kevin McHale, who, by the way, I remember, like, in high school, my friends and I always had, like, an inkling that Kevin McHale was gay, but Kevin never like came out during the run of the show. And I remember too, back when Glee was filming, he would always go off to Brazil with that one guy, and he was always taking pictures with the one guy. And my friends and I were like, I think that's his boyfriend. And now, like after all these years, he was like, yeah, I'm gay. And I think like recently on an Instagram post, he did like come out and say like that guy that he was going always going to Brazil with was his first boyfriend. So I just feel like very vindicated in that. Um, let's see here. Cam Ham. I also think a season about a ship or space would be cool, but Ryan Murphy said he's going to try and stay away from seasons like these because they wouldn't be set in America, hence the name AHS. Um, let's see here. Cam Ham, have you seen the show 911? I think you would really like it. No, I haven't. I haven't. Nikita Ray, I'll do your promo for you. I've got nothing else to do. We stand the channel so hard in this house. Movies offend Justin. Literally, my personal account was private, but I felt the need to be more open to listeners. It's public, and I feel vulnerable, but that's the name of the game. If I had a channel like yours, all my friends would think that I was so cool, but doing YouTube might be more vulnerable than a podcast. I don't, yeah, I mean, that's funny. Your friends would think that it's cool if you had a channel like mine. You know what's so funny is none of my friends know that I have a YouTube channel except for my friend Lisa, who's doing the podcast with me. She's the only one that knows. And then in my family, my mom and dad know, obviously, because I spend so much time. In fact, the first year I was doing YouTube, I didn't even tell my parents until like one day my mom somehow found my video on YouTube. So then that's how she found out. But my mom and dad know. My cousin knows. Some of my aunts know. But that's about it. I only really a handful of people know about my YouTube channel. So I don't even like promote it within my family or circle of friends. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's also that thing too of like when when you care about something so much, sometimes you become very protective of it, and that's kind of how I feel right now about like my podcast and about my channel. I don't think it's at a place yet where I'm like, not that I'm not proud of it, but I it's not at a place where I would want to share it with other people and be like, look at this thing I'm doing, you know? And I think maybe part of it may stem from like the numbers game of YouTube and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very, I guess in a way secretive in that way, but it's not because don't, it's not because I like keeping people out. It's just because when I care about something, I want to like protect it. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys feel that way about certain things in your life? um, and then in terms of like YouTube being more vulnerable than a podcast, I really don't know. I feel like YouTube actually might take a little bit more. Well, I guess it depends on the kinds of videos you're doing too, right? Because there are some YouTubers out there where the videos are so polished. And I think there are some videos on my channel like that where the videos are polished, but then there's also videos where it's a little bit more raw, like my week in the life videos, I think are a bit more raw. But I would say with podcasts, I think, I don't know, again, it might change, but I think there's also a certain level of vulnerability that you have in podcasts too, because it's just your voice and the conversation, it's like supposed to be more like raw and natural. So in that way, it might lend itself to being a bit more vulnerable than YouTube. I don't know. It's interesting now being in this place of like doing two different forms of media right now. Um, let's see here. Mashup God Harper. Am I the only one who finds it weird in hindsight that they put on Rocky Horror and Glee? Um, maybe, I don't know. Do high schools put on Glee? Put on Rocky Horror? Nikita Ray, Steffi is more like to promote a Selena Gomez single than her own videos, but that'll change soon. Vincent, hey Steffi, you're going to be doing something special for the finale episode of HS 1984. Since last season you added a live chat to the video where you were live in the chat watching with us. Maybe, if I can finish the video on time, that'd be a fun idea. Mashup God Harper, and that you saw Will's students laying on top of him, even though it was a fantasy thing during Touch Me. Oh yeah, now that you bring that up, that was kind of weird. Nikita Ray, I've never seen Rocky Horror, so I was lost for that episode. Neither did I. Before that episode, I didn't watch Rocky Horror, but then after, I went out of my way to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show. Mashup God Harper, I mean, Will was so creepy in hindsight. Yeah, he was. Keen Lagerfeld, I want more Adina Porter too. She is underutilized. Oh yes, Adina. We didn't get her this season. Mashup God Harper, same Nikita, but I saw Rocky Horror for the first time 2 weeks ago, and now I'm like, Jamrock, he's on Celebrity X Factor UK. Oh, Kevin McHale, yeah. Um, Movie watcher, I recommend Back to the Beach 80s movie. Nikita Ray, I've made a few videos and I refuse to tell friends except a few that also have channels, and I kind of fell off of it. Oh, Nikita Ray, I'm sure your videos were good. I mean, we all got to start somewhere, right? They're not going to be perfect when you first start. Cam Ham, I posted a video a year ago but got ashamed of my editing, and when I saw I had 13 views in one day, I got scared people I went to school with found it, so I put my video on private. See, that's the thing too. I always wish like I started YouTube when like YouTube wasn't that big, because I remember still using YouTube, but and kind of always toying with the idea of wanting to do my own videos and have my own channel, but I never did. And I think part of it was because I was scared that people that I went to school with would find it. But yeah. And actually, I think I mentioned this before, but I did have a YouTube channel with two of my friends from high school. It was called The Great Indoors, but it was so hard for us to get together and make videos consistently, and we just like ended it. like like we never even like formally had a conversation of let's stop. It just like we never kept up with it. But even when that experience ended, in the back of my head I always wanted to have my own YouTube channel, or even not just have my own YouTube channel, but I liked the process of making things. But now I have my own channel, but they don't even know that. So yeah. Lynn Leak DeMarco, what do you think about the theory that the entire 1984 universe is fake and Brooke is a Madison Montgomery character? I've heard that theory right from the onset. I'm not quite sure if that's true. That would be an interesting plot twist at the end of it all, but I don't know. We shall see. Stefan, my ex-friend, I love that, my ex-friend, who ran the Horror Queers podcast, flipped out at me whenever I tried to give my input about it. Oh yes, I remember you saying that you had drama with this podcast. Is that still a podcast? I kind of want to listen. Ooh, I want to find it. Horror Queers. Okay, I'll look it up. Movies offend Justin. My siblings know I have a podcast, but I won't tell them the name. Oh, see, that's the thing. Like, we're so, like, I think, I don't know. It's a weird thing of being a creative where you're obviously, like, you enjoy the process of making things, and obviously the goal of it is for it to be heard or for it to be seen. But then at the same time, we're scared for, like, people who are close to us to find those things because it is a bit vulnerable. So yeah. Steffi, you should be proud. The people that I know that have a YouTube channel have max 120 subscribers. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Chris. I know, but man, it's taken me so long just to get like 8,000. And then I know there's so many other people who like within the first year, they were able to get like 100K. So, I mean, not to say like it's all about numbers, but I always struggle with like, are the kinds of videos that I'm making, like, are they, it's like this balance of like making the videos that I want to make, but also making videos that like people would be wanting to watch. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I like the stuff that I'm making, but I think, it's the long game. That's what this is all about, especially when you're an independent creator, whether it's for podcasting or YouTube. It's playing the long game. You can't expect it to happen overnight, and especially since everyone is doing it now. It's the long game. Um, let's see here. Patricia De Aza, what do you think about Stacey Francis? Isn't Stacey Francis like the girl that Whitney Houston got in a fight with at the club? I don't like her then. Mashup God Harper. It's only because Rocky Horror is about the sexual revolution, not that teens can't be sexual, but. Stefan, everyone should see a live performance of Rocky Horror at least once. Nikita Ray, I made a reaction to Fifth Harmony's first performance without Camila and got like 1.8K views in a couple hours, and I was so shook. I was also like, oh no, who's seen this? Hey, that's good. Maybe you should keep up at it. Movies of fan Justin, do you think podcasts are saturated the way YouTube is? Are we in the sweet spot, or are we after the wave, like how people who start YouTube channels today are? Gosh, I don't know. I really don't know. I think, I mean, it's hard to say. I really don't know too much about like the podcast market game, the marketplace. Um because again, kind of like what I was saying earlier, it's like there's that cliche that, oh, everyone is starting a podcast now, but when you do look at a majority of the podcasts, they're not consistent, and or two, they stopped uploading like a long time ago. So yeah, while there may be a lot of podcasts that exist on the platform, how many of them are actually active would be an interesting metric to look at. So there's that one facet, but then there's the other facet of, and this is kind of the thing that frustrates me too as an independent creator, is you see like these celebrities, and it's happening on YouTube too. You like see these celebrities see that, oh look, social media is such a profitable place to be in right now. I'm gonna have my own podcast too, and I'm gonna have my own YouTube channel too, and like their name recognition alone gives them a leg up in a way that like us independent creators, we don't have that leverage, and then they start taking up like a larger piece of the pie, so to speak. But I really don't know. I want to believe, like, I mean, I've heard the theory too. It's like if you want to start, it's better to start now versus to like keep it off, because like the longer you keep it off, I'm sure it's going to be more difficult to start in like 2025 versus starting in 2019. So you might as well start now. But yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know. Um, Patricia de Aza, what's the name of your channel with your friends? It was called The Great Indoors, I believe. I don't know if like you search for it if it will pop up, but it was there. Um, Mashup God Harper. I heard a theory that every season of AHS thus far is a show within the season of 1984. Like Margaret Booth ended up using the property she bought for anthology TV shows or live shows. Oh wow, that's an interesting theory. Cam Ham, I've always wanted to do videos kind of like yours where I talk about TV shows and stuff, but I keep putting it off. But I recently moved and don't know anyone or do anything, so I should start again. Yeah, you should definitely start. Better to start now than to keep waiting. Mashup God Harper. And the reason that cast members return every season is that Margaret has a certain cast that she consistently uses explaining look-alike characters. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be crazy if that was the plot twist. Chase Allen, just tuning in, but wanted to say how much I enjoy your reactions. You are awesome, girl. Keep it up. Well, thank you, Chase. All right. Well, I think I might just end it here because I went for a long time, like an hour and a half. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. We talked about a lot of different things. When I have the time, I will try and put in timestamps. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great week. For those of you who are gonna be starting your Whitney Houston journey, I bid you adieu. Good luck with that. Support Robin Crawford's book coming out this Tuesday. And look out for my American Horror Story videos that are coming out this Friday. I already have a travel vlog set for Saturday. Hopefully, there's going to be another one on Sunday. Fingers crossed we can get that done. And yeah, all right. Well, I hope you guys have a great week. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to live stream on Sunday. I'll try. I'll try again because I do like live streaming. But yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.